lead us in our prayer, and then Deb Tubbs gonna lead us in our pledge.
Heavenly Father, we come before you tonight, Lord, in thankfulness, humbleness, Lord. We ask, Lord, that you just, Lord, allow us, Lord, to hear your voice, to be guided by your Spirit tonight, Lord. You just allow us, Lord, to be a blessing to this community, Lord, and every decision that's made, Lord. We glorify you, Lord, and lift up your name, Lord. We just thank you, and we pray it in your mighty, precious name, Jesus.
Amen.
Amen.
Join me in the pledge, please. I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Okay, discuss, approve, I'm gonna give you all a few moments, to look over that, but we would like to add the following items to the, agenda. Discuss, approve water rate for water associations. Can we do all these with one motion? Discuss, approve not streaming the board meetings through social media, and discuss to reimburse general account in the amount of $1,442, $588, sorry, let me start. It's been a long day. We've looked at numbers. $142,588.68 for the tractor, and that we've divided it out for you there, and from the 2019 bond account. Discuss and approve to add Ms. Barbara Field to the work session for the use of the hardware building for a senior adult program, and discuss the work session for the budget amendments.
Motion.
Thank you.
Second.
I got some,
Uh-huh,
on the one you had about the social media.
yes.
I'm voting against it. I think we need to keep the TV
They're just,
on.
yeah, they're just adding these to the agenda. Y'all gonna vote,
Okay.
y'all gonna vote
All
like
right.
that. This is just adding so you can
Who
discuss it.
seconded
Yeah.
that?
But,
I got
Carol?
Carol, yeah.
Oh, I got you.
but we're good with adding it, correct?
Yeah, I'm good
Okay,
with it.
Okay. All agreed, motion carried. I'll give you a few moments to look over the consent. Can I get a motion?
Motion.
Tara, second.
Second.
Any discussion?
I would just like to make note that the money that we give to the planning development, each student in our area still gets $250 toward their tuition. I'm hoping to know that that is utilized to our kids.
Okay. And, just to add to what you just said, we are gonna get that to them by October 1st.
Okay.
Motion carried. Dr. Ingram is with us tonight.
Yes. Yes. There you go. Just take one.
Thank you.
Appreciate the opportunity to get to speak to you tonight and ask for the ad valorem each year. You have in front of you basically highlights of our district. We've been a great district for over 40 years. We've added multiple opportunities, with soccer being one of our biggest. Pre-K, we got 40 in pre-K right now, and we actually have enough that we could have 2 or 3 more classrooms. The problem is, and I know you're probably getting calls on that, the problem is when you add a pre-K, you're adding another car rider because the buses don't have seatbelts. And so we're at capacity. We're at capacity outside the building, we're at capacity inside the building, a number of rooms. We do have a nurse and a policeman on each campus. We do have successful extracurricular programs. Last year's graduating class won 14 state titles. And that's unreal. And we're averaging 3 to 4 state titles a year. You see we had 14 students pass advanced placement exams for the first time ever. We are the most efficient district in the state with respect for resources and academic achievement. We spend less than 142 of the 149 districts in the state. We spend $1,876 less per student than Prentiss County. We spend $3,933 less than Baldwin per student. And the amounts you see in, parentheses, those are the amounts that we would have to increase our budget to spend per student, what they spend, okay? You can't do it any better than we're doing it, bottom line. But that's not without some challenges and opportunities in the future. Our poverty is rising. You see there the 2-year difference in free and reduced meal percentages. As a district as a whole, over the last 2 years, we've increased our free and reduced by 7.5%. We're seeing it in our classrooms. We're seeing a completely different child in our classrooms. That for another discussion on another day, but we're going to have to deal with what's going on in our town. So with that being said, finances, we are a winner on the Mississippi School Funding Formula. We were one of the districts that won on that. We have spent close to $7.5 to $8 million on a building project, which is very, very, very close to completion. One caveat with that is we do rely on federal money just like all public schools do, and right now that's year to year, just like it's year to year for you, okay? On the taxes, we are not asking for a millage rate increase. We're asking the millage rate to stay the same. And I've just put in there, future increases are likely for clientele changes significantly. We put that on there the last 3 years. We haven't raised taxes in several years. And we're not going to this time. We will have a dedication of the new facility sometime before soccer season starts. Miss Lori, I may be talking to you about what that needs to look like and stuff like that. The next thing on our agenda as a school district is to upgrade the playground at Anderson. And that's gonna be a significant amount of money, but we're gonna do that. We are upgrading HVAC units as we speak throughout the district, and energy efficiency units, lighting, LED lighting and things like that. But you'll see on the back page, and this is why I'm here, the back page is our ad valorem request. We are not, even though you see the increase there, we did not ask for ad valorem tax on new property, so basically we're wanting the overall millage to stay the same. If we collect what we need to collect, good. If we don't, and we don't run a deficit, we will not file a short claim. And that's the way we've operated for years and years and years, okay? Ms. Sharon and Jamie will get with you on the breakdown.
Okay.
Okay.
Wonderful. Thank you.
But all in all, the overall millage is gonna stay the same. But we do need to approve this tonight so we can get it to Jackson by August 15th.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Second.
Any discussion?
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Motion carried. Thank you so
Thank you.
much.
Thank y'all.
Thank you for what you
Thank
do.
you, thank you.
Okay, Mr. David Odell and John Floyd. How are y'all?
Y'all know David Odell and myself.
No, nobody knows me.
Can you take one down?
Just throw in. Have you got one of these, you still got yours, or? I don't know if I brought enough for everybody, but I'm gonna give you what I got.
I'm more concerned about. Yeah. I've seen it.
Here we go. I got another one. Anybody need it?
I'm good. I've seen
I
it.
got it. Yeah.
Jim Carter, you good?
Y'all good?
Right here.
All right, it's that time of year again, and with our employee benefit plan coming up October the 1st. Of course, the first page is just cover page of information from Blue Cross. Second page is the page of what might be considered some pain. The group is receiving from Blue Cross a 15% rate increase, okay? And that's, we've got some pretty hot conditions of claims going now. And that's basically what drives the issue. So if course, look at what's paid out versus what's premiums billed, and then what really drives it is their future-looking prognosis of these conditions. They know what's happening, and they know what's probably gonna happen. And so it's just gonna carry on, so, price it out like this. We did look at other carriers. The next 2 pages show our contact with Cigna and United Healthcare. They both came back after submitting the information and things that they said they would not be willing to quote, given what they saw. As you go on, page 4, you'll see the gap plan rates. They're going up also slightly, about $10, and that's roughly a 10% increase there. But we have shop, and you can go to the next page after that and see the breakdown of current, renewal, and then a third column gives us an alternate gap plan that we've had some good record with as far as they're paying claims and doing a really good job for some groups that we've mentioned, y'all recognize the name of it. But if you go to the bottom row, you'll see the current Blue Cross and AmFirst employee cost. The next 53504, that's the Blue Cross and AmFirst renewal. And then you go to the last column, and that's Blue Cross and a Globe Life gap plan. And we can go there and carve over $12,000, right at $13,000 off. So that's certainly what we recommend. David has implemented this in some groups.
Yeah, Region 4 is the one I was.
Yeah, Region 4, Timber Hills, or Jason Ramey, Jason, he's the head of that, and they've had tremendous good success with it.
Yeah, really good success with it.
And so that's what we're planning on here, obviously, or we wouldn't offer it, but it's a good plan. We save some money with that, so we're gonna walk away from AmFirst at this time. And then the Blue Cross. Just to give you some maybe historical numbers, y'all know this, and we try to tell you what's happened right behind us. This year, 24 to 25, we had an 8% reduction, and the savings was about 46 back into the offer. 23 to 24 got a 10% rate reduction, and the savings there was $64,000. I believe in 22 to 23 it was fairly flat, and the rates there then were slightly higher than the rates today. So we've had some good luck, but the medical issues have caught up with us. And this happens, I don't know, because Jeff's been around a long time. It happens every 3 or 4 years. You'll have just something happens. 3, 4, 5 year period of time. There's just a buildup of ailments that kind of drive us in another direction. But kind of want to quantify savings versus what it's going to cost. Our total extra cost, we calculated at $80,780. But again, last couple of years we put $110,000 back, so y'all are lucky enough to have that. So I don't know, it's just still painful. We always want it to go down, but it never, it is what it is. It can. It did last couple of years, but this year it's going back up because of those outstanding claims. So, there is a program that you want to mention about
What's that?
The Navigator program.
Yeah, I'm thinking about that. Let me go through the dental.
Yes, the dental and vision. That's the medical side of it.
Yeah.
Medical side of it. He's got the other.
And I'll go, if you pass the medical part and you go to the dental benefits. you see, on that page, I put your current MetLife and your renewal MetLife and some options there. I gave you two companies, Principal and Mutual of Omaha. I'm really having some issues with dental or your local dental offices, Downs Dental, Park Place Dental. They're starting to not take MetLife and network. So I really had to look at something because I had a lot of business with them, with MetLife. So I'm moving Prentice County also to Mutual, and I'm moving the Planning District also to Mutual. And Region 4 I currently have with Mutual, and it's working great. So I recommend on the dental side, moving to Mutual of Omaha. And if you'll flip to the next page, nope, there's no change in benefits. Again, this is strictly voluntary. Your employees pay for this. So we're saving them money by moving to a different carrier. And we're getting a 24-month rate guarantee, so we don't have to worry about it for 2 years.
Okay. And our local dentist, you did say they take this.
We have clarified all that. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. So, and then your vision benefits. What they did here was the rates are so low already, and you say your current and your renewal. Both companies just match the current rate with 24-month rate guarantees. No change in benefits. So again, I recommend Mutual of Omaha. And then on the life side, on the next page, this is something that the city pays for. You pay for this. So you see your current and your renewal. Let me get up and it's wrong. I'm looking wrong. Yeah. So on the life, you see your current and you see renewal, you got an increase on that. This is not a lot of money that you would worry about as far as paying. I mean, it's just pennies, right? It's just pennies. Lavelle, you know, it's just pennies. But what both companies did, they came in and matched your current and gave you 2-year rate guarantees. So no change in the rates. So I recommend again, we move to Mutual of Omaha with that. And also, we're gonna implement, there's a system that I'm gonna use. It's called Employee Navigator. You're gonna have one central location. She's gonna go to add an employee, and that's the only place she's ever gonna go. She's not gonna go to Blue Cross, she's not gonna go to Mutual, she's not gonna go to Globe, she's going to Employee Navigator. And once a week, that feeds to all these carriers. And you have no problem with billings, no issues with, you will pull your billings from those websites, but you'll never go to that website unless you wanna bill.
Okay.
And that's what I would like to implement. I'm doing the same thing at Prentice County and the same thing at the Planning District.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you. Y'all have any more questions?
Yeah, I mean, there's no cost for the Navigator. I'm giving you guys that.
Yeah.
That's a $7,000 a year license fee. It's no cost.
You're waiving
I'm gonna waive it. But I recommend that we move to Mutual of Omaha and to Globe Life, and then of course stay with Blue Cross.
it. Motion. Second. Second that.
Any discussion? All in favor? Motion carried.
Any questions for me?
That's it.
Thank you.
Thank y'all. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you. Is Miss Mary Smith here?
We can go ahead and do it.
Sharon's gonna handle Miss Mary Smith.
So she would just like to ask that you waive the fee at the Westside Community Center for the bridge ceremony on Saturday, August the 23rd, and this is for Girl Scouts.
Motion. Second.
Any discussion? All in favor, motion carried. Mr. Kent Gino, Cook Coffee.
I didn't have but 6 copies.
We can share if y'all want to.
When I got one for each alderman and the mayor.
And Daniel share.
Thank you. you.
Top of this, okay, different.
I think it's on.
Put that on the top, DT.
Yep, Daniel, that goes to you also.
Now I'm going around room to hand these out, so they're different now.
I gave him mine, DT, put that
Oh.
one on the top.
Put that on top.
On
You
top.
got 3 separate ones and that one goes on the top.
They're all
What I got?
go.
48, 50.
You gotta get one of those. Gotta get everybody got one.
Have you got
I'm
3?
good. I've got 3.
I got 3 and a half.
Oh, there.
We'll get through here in a second. This is not much to this one.
Those are the 3.
All right, got one more. Had to cut some trees to run all these copies.
I was just thinking that.
The very corner.
Dale, you're a good teacher.
Then I want to give this out to summarize everything that I've given you there. So I don't trip and fall first.
You would do
There we go. Here, I think you can keep that in the bell. I got it up. I think.
Okay.
There you go. Just get away. Okay, I had, asked y'all to spare me some time tonight to talk about the bridges inside the city, and I appreciate the time that y'all have allowed. As county engineer, Prentice County's got over 122 bridges, and we have to inspect about 60 of those every year, and some of these are inside the city of Booneville. So go over that sheet, this handout, you'll see on that first column, it says NBIS structure number. That stands for National Bridge Inventory System. Believe it or not, all of our bridges are looked at in Washington by the FHWA. All right, for a bridge to be on the NBIS system, they had to be 20 feet and longer. Now, throughout the county, and there's probably some in the city that's not 20 feet, they're not on the NBIS system. So those are not looked at by the FHWA, Federal Highway Administration. All right, and these go through stringent inspection. Some of them are every year, especially if they have timber piling underneath or timber structure on the top. And then some of them skip a year. They're on a 2-year frequency. And those, if they've got concrete components and pretty good structures, those are usually skipped and inspected every 2 years. All right, what I've handed out, all those individual reports, those are actually the bridge inspection reports for the bridges we're going to talk about tonight. And I did a little site map on the front, and then at the bottom you'll see the bridge number. So that'll correspond with the first column on your spreadsheet. bridge numbers. Y'all see what I'm talking about on the very bottom right here? We have the bridge number. And also, we've got a map that we did that we can refer to as well. That's the city limits. And we've got all the bridges and hexagons where they're located and so forth. If anybody wants to look closer at that. All right, the first, if you'll look at your spreadsheet, well, first let me go over this report. And I've got Kevin a copy too. I'll get straightened out here at the end, give him his copies. But these inspection reports have got real good information on them. Now, our guys have been under the bridges. We looked at every piling. Matter of fact, some of our guys just spent a week in Jackson getting recertified on bridge inspection. That's a big ordeal. You gotta pass a 4-week course, and that sort of thing, have team leaders. And it all came about when Governor Phil Bryant declared a moratorium on the bridges in Mississippi. You know, they shut down like, it was about 500, I think, across the state. And that's what threw everybody into the bridge program of trying to get money to replace bridges and that sort of thing. So that's been several years ago, and I will say Prentice County has done well on their bridge program. But anyway, these reports, they have good information. It tells about the structures. It also has pictures in there underneath and on top and so forth. Then at the very back, it's got the routine maintenance required. Well, first it's got general comments on the very back sheets. Then it's got urgent maintenance required, and some of them's got routine maintenance required. And this would be beneficial for Kevin and his guys to look at and review, and there's probably some things they could do to help with these structures. Now, some of them is some pretty major construction that needs to be done. When you have to start dealing with the piling. We'll touch on that here in just a second. But each one of these bridges that's on this sheet that's in the white, that's in white, it's not highlighted, y'all got a report for it. So without going through those reports, I sort of condensed it all in this spreadsheet. And the first one there, SA 59-20, that's on County Road 1 or 1001. And of course it crosses Kings Creek, and that bridge, there's probably not anybody here in here is familiar with that bridge, but it's way up in the northeast corner of the city limits. And it's just inside the city limits. That's bridge number 20. And it's right here. There's the city limit sign. Oh, sign. Boundary. And there's the structure. Okay, that particular bridge, if you look all the way out to the right of that, on that line, you see the posting on it, 14 tons. Now the goal is to, and the state's goal is to try to get the bridges at least 17-ton posting. And do y'all see why it's on that sheet too? See that school bus? School bus is 33,000 pounds, loaded to be 34,000, and that's a 17-ton capacity. So that was the goal that the state set for all the counties, and actually county bridges are in the city, or city bridges are, exist too. So that's what we need to strive to get to, is 17 ton. So really, when it's posted 14 ton, that actually means that nothing that weighs over 14 tons needs to cross that bridge. We've got about 9 bridges in the city here to talk about, but there's only 4 that's really, we need to really study on. All right, in the middle there on that particular line item, I just put some highlights that was on the report of some things that need to be done. Now, if we've got bad piling under these bridges, everybody know what I'm talking about when I say piling under the bridges? That's the problem these days. Some of these bridges were built in the 60s, 50s and 60s. What kind of piling did they use back then? What was the going thing?
Wood.
Timber. So they have run their useful life, and it's all rotted out, timber piling. Most of the time, that's the problem on these bridges. But some of them, for instance, if you paved over a bridge, it may have 6 inches of hot mix on it, where you kept overlaying year after year. That's a lot of weight. If you remove that, sometimes that'll cause you posting to go up. We've had some to be at 14. We remove all that asphalt across them, and they're going up past 17. So all of that's put in a load rating program, all those loads on that structure. So there's a lot of things that's working with Kevin. We could try to figure out what to do to make these things better. All right, if y'all stop me if you got any questions. All right, you go on down to the second line, and that's bridge number 24. Okay, that's on County Road 88021. You'll see there's no posting required on that. So when there's no posting required, that means that that bridge or that structure is able to carry the 80,000 pounds that it was designed for. It's able to carry the design weight that it was designed for. And that bridge number 24 is up by Murphy's Tractor. Y'all know that bridge across the bottom? So that was one of the newer, that was the first LSBP funded project built in Prentiss County. So there's nothing we need to do on that. All right, the next one is bridge number 53. It's the same situation. There's no posting required there. It's a concrete structure. It's way down in the southwest corner of the city. Here's the city limits. There's that structure on Boyer Creek. So those two are good structures. All right, and then of course I left those different vehicle capacities so y'all can see what the weights are of those, and know that our goal is trying to get to the 17-ton posting. All right, going down to the next line item is bridge number 47, and that's on Old Jacinto Road. And that's the one sheet I handed out to y'all where you didn't have all that backup with it. It was just one sheet. Y'all probably are aware of this bridge, but it's out in the Tuscumbia Church. It's on that little section of roadway that's been closed for years since they built the bypass around. Y'all know the structure I'm talking about? Yeah. So it actually needs to be removed, and we could completely remove it off the inventory if the components were removed. But since they're not, since it's still sitting there and people could cross it, you know, it has to be inspected every 2 years. Okay, so that is that particular one. So there's really nothing to do other if we could find some money to remove it. Is what needs to be done on that one. All right, the next one is bridge number 48. That's on North College Street. And that's one of the small bridges. Let's see, it's on the north end of North College, right behind AutoZone in that area. Now that bridge, and then there's another on the southern end of the North College Street there, by Little People Daycare or something, used to be. Yeah. Anyway, there's two bridges that's built pretty much the same, and of course that was old 45 years ago. However, we don't have any records on those two bridges, and they're in pretty tough shape. The one that's just that number 48 there that you see on the sheet is 11 ton and 9 ton posted, and it's got steel beams underneath it. And what's caused that posting to be so low is that when they do the load rating, it's caused the beams to flex, or like if trucks or something go across at heavy loads, those beams are not secure and strong enough to hold them. But anyway, that's through a load rating program. You know, people say, well, I cross that every day, but yeah, but there's always that one time, you know. All right, so that particular structure, and we went as far, we had tried to get some funding on that one. Y'all may remember it. Y'all passed some board orders for us to submit for funding, and it didn't get funded. But we had already calculated what we would need to put back in there, and that's a double 10 by 10 box cover. So you wouldn't have to put a bridge back in. We'd put a box cover like we did on Jefferson Street a few years back. All right, the next one, it's less than 20 feet long. That's the one on the north end of North College Street, up behind AutoZone. And let's see. Now, this is the one beside that Mary had a little lamb daycare place. All right, it's actually got concrete beams underneath it. Now, it's not on the NBIS structure system because it's less than 20 feet. But in all reality, it can be load rated, but more than likely it's going to end up around 11 ton as well. And the problem is it's got two end vents, one on each side. There's no vents in the middle or nothing. It's all open under there. However, we think the concrete walls are on piling, and that's what the inspectors thought when they inspected it. But those end walls are in bad shape. They're spalled out. You can see rebar, and it's got big holes throughout. So anyway, that's the condition of those two bridges, and those really need to be looked at close. All right, the very last one on the bottom is 59-49, and that's in the Industrial Park Road over near Booneville, and it's no posting required, so it's in good shape, so we don't have to spend no time on it. Turn over to the next sheet, one that we're all familiar with. It's bridge number 50, which is the overhead bridge, and it's a pretty large structure. You can see it's let's see, 38, 76. It's over 100 feet long. That arch is the arch over it. If you look to the right, you can see the posting that just recently came about. It had to be posted 11 ton, 15 ton, 18 ton. And the 11 ton corresponds to the school bus. So I think the mayor's already alerted school not to cross that.
Yeah.
So Kevin, I told Kevin, he did an excellent job of getting the signs and getting the pictures to me. I got them sent in to state aid, and after all these years, they came back and said, y'all can't put those signs on the abutment. And that's where they've been for years, is on the abutment. So Kevin's getting posts, and we found a place to put the post up. That was going to be difficult, but we found a place to get Kevin on his end. Yeah. So they got to be moved out, and they got to be 5 feet high, the signs. So anyway, that one, the problem with that bridge, when we had estimated to make repairs or replace that bridge a few years back, we were going to try to salvage the spans, the concrete spans in the arch, try to save some money. The piling's what's the problem. It's steel piles, round, full of concrete. And at the ground line, there's 100% sectional lost on 2 of the piles. Meaning you see the concrete, the steel's gone. In most every pile, there's section loss on all of the piles. So, just a quick summary of how to fix that. If we could salvage the deck, remove all that, either come up with a way to splice those existing piles, which dig down, cut them off, dig down to a good part of the pile if there's any left, and then put new steel piling up, or drive new piling in between those old piles. So there's a way to fix it, but that's gonna be a major undertaking. And the one main thing there is dealing with the railroad. I estimate it'd be probably $200,000 to deal with them on that particular bridge. Because you gotta go through all their procedures, permits, they gotta review your plans. You gotta actually have a flagman out there every minute that bridge is being worked on. So we put all of that into the project when we have one over a railroad. And I'm not here to scare you or nothing, I'm just kind of telling you some highlights of these particular structures. Any questions about the overhead bridge? And there's a good report I can hand it out to y'all too. Y'all can look through that and see the pictures, actually. Any questions? Okay. The next line, which is the last one, is structure number 51. And y'all know where it is. We just finished a box cover a few years back there. That bridge was closed on Jefferson Street that leads up to Northeast. And the county, we had that thing already designed under a LSBP program with the county, but we were able to get some of the ERBR funding, 100% money. And if y'all remember, Jeff, you might remember, but I came to y'all thinking we may have to get some money from y'all to help pave that after we got through, pave those approaches. But we had enough money, I never did come back to y'all. We were able to take care of it in the project, all the paving and everything. So that one is gone now. I mean, it's a box cover and we won't have to look at it again. So that's it in a nutshell. That's a lot to digest, I know. I know y'all don't do this every day, but the spreadsheet is a good reference for you, and it'll be real good for Kevin.
Just quick, ERBR money funding, did they refund that or they did not? Okay, I was afraid of that.
Sure did.
Okay,
We hope it'll come back, but
okay.
it's not refunded. All right,
Appreciate it.
Okay. Thank you, Ken.
all right. Thank y'all.
Thank you so much. We're gonna start with, general government with Sharon.
Okay, so, park board appointments, the people that I have listed on the park board, let's see.
Yeah, they're all, yeah.
He said they all.
Yeah.
Okay. So, do I need to
I
look?
would just call them out.
Okay.
I think they'll all stay.
So Katie Kahn, Ellis Long, Wilda Pounds, Nina Allen, Junior Burns, Kevin Lindley, Kim Bingham, and Valerie Williams.
Can I get a
Motion to accept all of them.
Okay.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor? Motion carried. Okay. Be good to go to the next one.
Okay, so the next one is planning board appointments, and I have, Gary, you might could help me with this, cause I'm not certain of who all is on this board. And
I can tell you.
I don't know that this is
On the
correct.
planning. let me
They're
look it up.
on, in our packet.
That should be zoning board, not your planning commission. That's your zoning board. That's zoning.
So we need to do this one.
They was in
You
there.
need to do that one too. It needs to say zoning, not planning. Yeah, zoning.
Do you have a
Okay.
list of the zoning
She
people?
does.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're doing zoning right now.
Zoning.
Yeah, it's the zoning. So it's Danny Inman, Greg Wyndham, Ronnie Walden, Sean Cavness, and Matthew Kane. Is that correct? Okay.
Can I get a motion?
Motion.
Second. Jeff and Carolyn, any discussion? All in favor? Motion carried.
Now we need to do the planning.
Now we'll go to Prince County Solid Waste, if that's one now. Got it.
Okay, so then, Lavelle, I'll just have to add that one, I guess, to the next board meeting.
Okay.
Okay, so next, what I had on the agenda was to approve the budget amendments, but we need to have a work session on that, and I'll ask for that in just a moment, so I just need to strike that from the agenda.
Okey-doke.
So next would be, I need to ask your approval to post for a board member for the Prentice County Solid Waste.
Motion. Second.
Any discussion? All in favor? Motion carried.
Okay, and then I need to ask you to approve the final resolution for ACO Brands 2025 ad valorem tax exemption for the next 10 years in the amount of $6,983,754.
It's the final state's approved.
Motion. Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried.
Okay, then I'd like to ask you to authorize the petty cash fund for City Hall in the amount of $5,000, and that's just the credit card that we use.
Motion.
Second. Jeff and Mr. Jean. Any discussion? All in favor? Motion carried.
Okay, and then I'd like to ask you to authorize the petty cash fund for the gas and water office in the amount of $5,000.
Motion.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried.
And then I'd like to ask you to adopt the National Flood Insurance Program, the MEMA ordinance, and the amount.
Motion. Second.
Any discussion? All in favor? Motion carried.
Okay, and then I need to ask you to approve to have a work session on the date that you choose. This will go over the spay and neuter grant, maintenance, a maintenance mechanic for the city shop, Booneville Cemetery drainage, Greg Sparks yard, BSU project update, IT policy, waste connection, rubbish, AMR meters and change out, and then Barbara Field for the use of the hardware building for senior adult program.
Motion.
What date?
Yep, we did
Can we
it.
set a date
Yes,
first?
set a date.
Do y'all wanna do that on Monday the 18th, before the board meeting on the 19th?
We can.
Yeah.
That'd be good.
4:30?
Yeah.
Can I get a motion?
Motion. Who motion?
Carolyn
Okay.
And Lavelle.
and Lavelle.
Can I add something to that in discussion? To that list?
You
Is that
can.
Is that what we can do? I wanna add, to discuss new street paving list.
Any discussion? All in favor? Motion carried.
Okay, and then next I would, well, this should really go under, James, but he's not here tonight. So it's been put under me to discuss, approve, not streaming board meetings through social media.
Motion to not stream.
Motion from Tara. Is there a second before we have discussion?
Second.
Lavelle, is there any discussion?
I do.
Okay?
Mayor, what I want to discuss is that you got a lot of people that can't attend the board meetings, and they like watching it on TV. So I think we need to keep it. I mean, it's nothing here that we doing wrong. You know, we taking away 300 some people that likes to watch it. When it's gone, they not gonna be able to attend the board meeting. So what's the hide here? We was elected by the peoples of this town, the citizens. So we need to give them their rights. We knocked on the doors and asked them for a vote, and they gave it to us. They gave me 20 years here, so I think we need to give them this TV to watch it.
Thank you, Jeff. Is there any more discussion?
I'll have a discussion.
Okay.
I want the people to know that we are not hiding anything. As a matter of fact, I think this term is gonna be the most visual, transparent board that's probably ever stepped foot in here. And the visual that I want them to see is when they go by a park or a bridge or whatever it is they see, that we're working and putting their tax dollars. If anybody wants to call me, my cell phone is all over the place. And they're welcome to call, come get a piece of paper, me sit down with them, nothing to hide.
But we spent money on this equipment. It's a lot of money been spent. Cameras, this equipment, over $10,000. Now it's gone. That's, you call budget, this kind of stuff right here, is what got us in the budget shape we in. Do it for a year and do away with it.
2 microphones hasn't messed up the budget.
Any more discussion?
That's it. I vote against it.
Okay. You got that. Okay. We're gonna, I got a motion made by Tara, second with Lavelle, so, if there's no more discussion, I'll motion, take a consensus of the group.
You vote.
You're calling for a vote for it.
I'm calling for a vote.
Come for a vote.
I mean, I think that's, at this point, we
Let the
gotta do.
people know where we stand.
You gotta vote for it or against it.
Yeah,
You have to tell it.
I'm for it.
for doing away with it, Miss
Right.
Carolyn, for doing away with it.
What about you, Jim?
I'm for it.
For doing away with it, okay. You got them all? Okay.
Who seconded?
Lavelle.
Okay.
Okay. Motion carried.
Okay, next I would like to ask you to approve to reimburse the general account in the amount of $142,588.68 from the 2019 bond account. And we've done the research on this and
I have the copy too.
yes, we are
Motion.
able to do this.
Motion.
Second.
That's good.
Any discussion?
They scared to
All in
vote.
favor?
You see how they do? Scared to vote.
Motion carried.
Okay, and then next, I would like to ask you to approve a work session to go over the budget amendments. We just need to do this before the next board meeting so that we can approve the budget amendments in the next work session. And I think that everything's gonna be fine with the budget amendments, everything's looking good as
Motion
of today.
21st. You got a date
What
set?
date did you say?
Can we do that on the 18th, or do we need to meet again before then?
21st,
Yeah.
18th.
It's a lot on that work session on the
Okay, so
18th.
do y'all think we need to call a special call? I mean,
Can we do one before the meeting on the 19th? Like at 4:30?
4:30, if
Yeah,
y'all do
it'd be
that?
fine.
Yeah.
Then we don't have to double up and
So
come in.
special
Yeah.
call though.
What date?
You're saying work session or special call?
Can we call it, what do we need to call it?
We can do a work session and then
Okay.
they can approve it at the board meeting.
It's gonna be on the 18th of,
We're gonna do it at 4:30 on the 19th, just for
4:30,
y'all to
okay,
go over,
yeah.
then y'all can approve it at the
And that's the
regular
date
board
of the
meeting.
board
That's
meeting.
correct.
No
So
motion.
What's that
August-
date?
August the 19th at 4:30.
Motion.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
second.
Jeff? Any discussion? All in favor? Motion carried.
Who seconded?
Mr. Gary Cleveland.
Jeff Dean.
I want to discuss and approve the rezoning of Charles and Michael applied for on, from the property PPIN number 11584, which is the property across from the Dollar General north of town. That he wants to change it from the A1 General Agricultural to the C3 Highway Commercial for the possible improvement and bringing in business into that area on the commercial property development.
Motion.
Second. Lavelle and Carolyn. Any discussion?
We need to
All in
set a
favor?
hearing date on
Motion
that.
carries.
Do we need to set a hearing date for that?
Yes.
Yes.
So, the 19th be enough time to get it in the paper and post it?
Absolutely.
Should
I feel like it will be, yes.
All right. We'll set the 19th as the hearing date.
Okay.
And we'll get it posted in the paper and on the property and on the board up here.
Does that have to run for 2 weeks or is just one?
2
2
weeks.
weeks, okay.
So we'll have to get that
Is
listed
that gonna be?
tomorrow.
Yeah, you have to get it
Do I?
there.
Is that time? Is that
It won't
Tuesday?
get in
Is that
When
Tuesday?
It'll be in this week. Go from that.
It's probably gonna,
Yeah, it won't.
it's gonna push
It'll
it
have
over
to be
into
the next-
September.
It's
Yeah.
gonna be pissed. I don't know what I had in
Yeah.
the paper about this.
Cause they're not gonna, they're not gonna be able to get it
Every
in.
one of you.
Yeah,
what,
it'll
Jan?
have to be September. Won't it?
Yeah.
Cause it won't be able to run for 2 weeks. Okay.
So we'll be able to get it in this week.
First meeting is September.
Yeah. And that's gonna be, September 2nd.
That'll be for,
Do we schedule a time?
Just the next September.
Yeah, what time?
What time would you like to have that? 4:30? 5 o'clock?
I mean, we can do it as part of the meeting.
You can do
Yeah,
it.
it's
Yeah.
just-
Okay.
We'll do that.
5:30.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
Set it.
What day is it?
September.
that'd be,
19th.
Yeah,
Okay.
at
No,
5:30.
no,
Second.
no,
9/2.
the 2nd, sorry.
Yeah.
That was October,
And
August
just to
19th.
let you know, we got 2 more that's been applied for. We're probably on the 19th, we'll get them and might do them all 3 at the
Okay.
same time.
That'd be great.
We'll do that. Also for the cleanup list, if you got anything else that, properties that you know of that need to be cleaned up, we're working on those and we're probably gonna try to get that stuff put in the first meeting in
Okay.
September to try to get things started going, to get some properties cleaned up.
So can y'all
if you
bring
got
your
anything on the
cleanup list
yeah.
from
So we need to
September?
go ahead and be getting postings and get the grace period passed and everything before the September meetings.
Okay, thank you, Gary.
Thank you.
Ms. Daya?
We're gonna discuss and approve the lowest and best bids for the Cunningham House for the roof repair.
It looks like this is, the first one from Chris Wheeler. And these are for Cedar Shakes. And his total bid is $11,650 even. And there's no copy of his insurance or anything on that, so we'll need to get that. Thank you. The second one is, or from Glenn Cooper. Cedar Shakes also, $10,720, but we will also need proof of insurance.
Motion with intent for insurance.
Second.
For Glenn Cooper, I guess you should say.
Did you need that amount again, Tara? 10,000?
No, I have it.
Okay.
Who made the motion?
I did.
And then Carol second.
Yeah.
Is there any discussion on that? All in favor, motion carried.
Thank you. The next is, discuss and approve the tourism resolution for tourism training and travel in the amount of $4,000.
Need a motion?
Motion.
Any discussion?
Or did you second?
All in favor, motion carried.
Thank you. The next resolution is for Tuesdays of the Triangle in the amount of $4,500.
Motion.
second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you. The next one is resolution for the retail blitz in the amount of $3,000.
Motion. Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries.
And lastly, I would like to ask permission to extend the time on the tourism assistant job posting to August the 22nd.
Motion.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor? Motion carries. Thank you. Mr. John Hill.
Been called mister in a long time. I've got a couple, we'll take the first one to discuss and approve, or ask you to hire David Cartwright as a part-time seasonal employee, and will help us make it through soccer.
Motion.
through the end of the
Motion.
Second.
Jean and Jeff, is that right?
Me.
Jeff and.
Jeff and Lamell.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried.
Same thing with, ask you to hire Drago Grove as a part-time seasonal employee at $11 an
Motion.
hour.
Second.
Terry and Carol. Any discussion? All in favor? Motion carried.
And then the last thing is, I would like you to approve the change order for lighting with multi-purpose project at Sunflower Park.
Motion. Second.
Mr. Jimmy and Jeff, any discussion on
I
this?
have discussion on
Sure.
that. Have we got anything set or time that this place is gonna open and maybe a grand opening for this?
Yes, we actually talked about that yesterday. I talked with Park Commission tonight. We're looking at is it the
23rd.
Yeah,
There's been a
20.
lot of good talk. It was on Facebook
Yeah, I just got
today,
a
I think,
text a
from
while ago.
JW saying if you have not been over to that area, go and look because the signage looks
Yeah,
great.
it's great.
Like the whole project area that we've been working on
Well, it
over there
should
looks
be-
great.
The fencing should start
Thursday.
Yeah.
across the front as well, and
Yeah.
that'll help us correct some of that drainage from the one side and protect the road too. So a lot
It
of
looks
good
really,
stuff
really
moving
good.
that
It
way.
does.
So this will
Really?
be
Yes,
the
we're looking
I'm
at
proud of that.
tentatively the
23rd.
23rd at 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
So
And you'll have invitations
That's
to
of
that.
this,
We'll make sure.
23rd of this month at 11 o'clock.
On Saturday.
Yeah.
Okay.
and we've got some
This
folks
month.
that's gonna
Yes.
cook for us and do some other things.
Yeah.
too, So
Let's make that a big
This
day.
month.
Yeah.
Get some booze
On
All in
going.
Saturday,
favor?
the 23rd.
Okay, motion carried. Thank you.
thank you.
Mr. Bobby Charles.
Good, Bob, Chief. This person approved a fire service contract agreement with the county. I think we need to go into a work session on that. To
Okay.
find out where we need to be.
Okay.
I think you're, I think.
Table it then.
Yeah.
I motion to table it.
Okay,
Second.
Second.
all in favor?
Who
Okay.
second?
I did.
Okay, Terry.
Okay, I would like to approve to post for 3 full-time firefighter positions at $12.70 for uncertified and $13.21 per hour for certified.
Motion. Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Who seconded?
Motion
Yeah,
carried.
okay.
Also, I would like to approve the post for a full-time sergeant position at $15.21 per hour.
Motion.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried.
Thank you.
Okay, Sharon's gonna take care of Courtney. She's absent.
And if y'all have questions, I may not know the answer.
And we can table it if we need to.
Okay, so I would like to ask you to approve to repay the ARPA funds in the amount of $19,740 from an overpayment in the 2022-2023 fiscal year. Motion.
Second.
Any
Sure.
discussion? All in favor?
Okay, then I would like to ask you to approve for the Booneville School District to have a $4,246.58 gas credit from July 1st to September 30th.
Motion.
Got Carolyn
Got two of them.
down. Any discussion? All in favor? Okay, motion carried.
Okay, then I would like to ask you to approve the National Guard Armory to have a $80.36 gas credit from July 1st to September 30th.
Motion. Second then, Jimmy.
Any discussion? Motion carried.
Okay, and then to move $100,000 back from the gas fund to the gas construction fund.
Motion. Second.
Any discussion? All in favor? Motion carried.
Then I need you to post for a meter reader position at $13 to $14 an hour based on experience.
Motion.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Okay, and then to approve to hire Colby Cardwell as a meter reader at $14 an hour, effective immediately pending drug screen.
Motion.
Second.
Any discussion?
Who seconded?
He's out here.
Okay, that's me.
Who seconded?
I did, me.
All in favor? Motion carried.
Okay, then to approve increase in Prentice County solid waste charge for rubbish.
Does this need to be tabled, or y'all
I say,
Let's table it for
Yeah.
sure.
Okay,
motion.
We need more time to talk.
okay.
Who seconded? Second.
Second. Third.
Okay, and then your approval for a water rate increase for the water associations. Is that from yesterday?
The one we discussed?
Okay. Motion.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor? Motion carried.
Do we,
Paul Carpenter.
Yep, I just had a thought. Do we need to make it clear this is not an increase in water for the city?
City.
It is just for extra usage?
It is, that's for the rural water
Yes.
associations, it's not increasing for the
Yes.
city,
It
our
said water
citizens.
association.
It just
Yeah.
says
Let's just
water
be really clear.
association.
Yeah.
Yeah, just want everyone,
It's just-
no one needs to
It's
panic.
master
No panic.
meters that we have to back up
That's
our
right.
association.
Absolutely. No panics.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, come to y'all tonight, I need to hire, Mr. Jesse Panel as a part-time seasonal helper, do all my mowing and everything.
Motion.
Second.
Mhm. And-
Who second?
I don't know if it was like a race.
Yeah.
Who
second?
Everybody.
Who made the motion?
Made the motion.
Any discussion? All in favor? Motion carried.
Next, I'd like to hire Mr. Gage Cunningham for our water and sewer maintenance crew at a rate of $14.50 per hour.
Motion. Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
No.
Motion carried.
And then next, I'd like to hire Mr. Briar Campbell for full-time water and sewer maintenance also.
Motion.
So second.
Who first did?
Jill.
Any discussion? All in favor? Motion carried.
And, next we'll discuss later on.
In the executive session?
He's got a personnel issue.
Okay, just do two bottles.
We'll keep
We
it
just
on.
moved it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Chief Ramey?
First thing I have is to ask y'all to approve me hiring H.L. Brinkley as a part-time police officer at $11.50 an hour effective immediately.
Motion.
Second.
Jill and
Carolyn.
Any discussion? All in favor? Motion carried.
And the next thing I have is to ask y'all to discuss me posting for a patrol sergeant.
Motion.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried.
Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Kevin Shore.
I'd like for y'all to discuss, approve to get quotes for asphalt paving repairs on culverts and patching
We
up
have
the following
those.
streets.
Right here. Coming around. I got it.
So we're approving to get quotes.
Thank you, Dave.
Well, this is
the quotes?
this is repair, correct?
No, this is
This
estimates.
is asphalt repairs. This is
Yeah, this is
estimate.
just
This is where
estimates.
we've
We
gone
don't have
back and
We don't have any quotes.
we've let the ground settle now. Now we've got patchwork to do.
Motion. Second.
Now, there's one street on the list on the agenda that says, Coach Billy Ward, but we didn't do that, so I didn't include that in my, estimate the cost of it.
Here's why, and I can explain this. So, we didn't do that job up there, so we need to get with the college to see who did the job, to make sure that the engineers that did the work up there weren't supposed to come back and repair it and make it as they left it. It should be in good shape
I
as.
think it was Cook County.
Yeah, but I wasn't sure, and that was given to me, so that's why. So that's why it's not included. We need to do some checking on that.
They done paved it.
Did they pave it today?
You talking about on Cookville Ward?
Yeah,
Drive?
it's not paved.
Right by the
The-
football field.
The
By the
south
football
end of the
field.
football field.
Unless they've done
They
it
done been
recently.
done that.
No, it wasn't Saturday morning, I walked over.
It wasn't today either.
The paving that they tore up
But it's,
in front of the maintenance building.
I don't know, it's
Is
on
that what
Billy
you
Ward
talking
Drive.
about?
Yeah,
That's
they-
it,
they-
it's done. It's passed it, yeah.
Well, then
It's
they-
been done for several days, or for a week or
It
two.
wasn't done this weekend when I
We're done
drove through there.
today.
We must be talking wrong one
No, he's talking between the football, where they put the.
then. What a
sewer
maintenance,
ditch
what a maintenance,
Beside just west of the maintenance
I
building.
mean, it.
yeah, it's done.
paved that they did.
I'm
It's
serious,
just
it's-
gravel,
it's
just a little
done.
bit of-
Cause they concreted in front of
Okay,
the maintenance building across from the football field, all that's concrete, and then what they tore out for sewer line and stuff, they repaved it.
okay.
They just, passed it, that's what Coach Fuller was talking about. He wanted to see if we could make it look good by paving the whole street. They done
Okay.
passed it,
They patched it.
Yeah.
patched it, but it's not paid.
Okay.
yeah.
He was-
That'll be up to y'all in a work session
Yeah,
to
that's
discuss that. So
Yeah,
we'll come
that's
back
what
to
we're
that.
doing.
So,
Yeah, the
Yes,
street
Kevin.
is done.
Can I add 2 streets that's not on the list?
you can after you get with David and I, that's probably a work session question, not tonight, okay? So we can add those next time. Did we get motions and all that? I got a little off track.
Jimmy Clyde, Jeff.
Yes.
Okay, so we're good, motion carries? All in favor? Motion carries, okay. Okay. We're probably gonna have to go into, I don't know, do we have to do that?
There's
We do.
Which one?
there's seasonal employees on good terms.
Yeah, so we can do that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can do that next one, Kevin.
I think I've got 2 of them that was considered seasonal.
The one that you need to terminate on seasonal employees on good terms? You've got two?
What John does, don't you just don't blanket a policy? Just make it a blanket policy, that way you won't have
Yeah.
to.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I just,
for your department, and that way you will have to come back each time.
Actually, from my understanding, if it's seasonal, you
Mhm.
don't have to really do
Right.
anything,
You
they just
They're
go away.
Go off, okay.
Yeah,
Just read
okay.
good
Well,
season.
we scratched that then.
we can strike that,
The
Kevin, you're
part-time you
good.
have to vote on seasonal and you don't.
Moving that to the end.
So I think that's all.
I can elaborate a little bit, just a little. Moved away, and we can't get any, a letter of resignation. How do we need to handle that?
Terminated.
Term.
Okay, would we have to go into executive session to do that?
Not based on your explanation, you
No.
just
Yeah,
need a motion.
just out of state and can't sign a letter and can't get in touch with him, so.
Motion.
But
So,
We need his name.
You gotta name it.
Full name,
Which one?
employee, that you can't get the letter of resignation on.
Carol? Carol
can't hear you.
Carol Warren.
Carol Warren.
Motion.
Second.
Any question? Or discussion? All in
Who
favor?
seconded that?
Lavelle. Motion carried.
Just gonna
Thank you so much.
Strike the other one too.
You gonna strike that?
No, discuss,
The next
approve.
one? Okay.
Okay.
Okay, Jeff?
Yeah, what I got here, I'm asking the board to, discuss, audit, for the gas and water, and we wanna do the gas and water separate, and then we wanna do one for the whole city, the general. And, I'm asking that we get an independent audit done.
Okay.
It's professional services, so we don't have to
Yeah.
get.
Yeah.
Okay. Do we have money in the, I'm just asking.
Well, I'm
do
just
we have
saying,
money in the budget?
we gotta see what it costs.
Well, so you want me to check on
Yeah,
that and see?
check and see what it costs.
Y'all want me to check on that and come back
So
to you?
just make a motion to check
Check on
on
cost.
what it would cost to.
Okay,
Yeah.
I can do that.
Okay.
And,
That-
that with the, we're gonna motion.
Check for
To
cost.
check on cost.
Check on cost.
Okay,
If Jeff made the motion. he's-
I can do that.
I made a motion.
Okay,
Who second?
I'll second that motion to check on a cost.
okay. Any discussion at this time? All in favor? Motion carried. I'll check on that cost.
All right.
Does that go for both of those? Or we
That
gonna do
go
it
for
separately?
both. I make a motion on it. I mean, the general, I bought it, I said it in my motion, but
Sure.
we'll go ahead and I'll make a motion on it.
aren't they?
Yeah,
Okay.
they're both together.
Okay. And the next, we can strike, we've already discussed that, in the mayor's report. And already set a date.
These are closed, don't you?
It is. Okay. At this time, we're gonna go into closed session to see if,
Motion, yeah, motion.
can I get a motion? Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. I'll ask y'all to step out.
need to terminate Mr. Tommy Powell's employment.
Motion.
Effective immediately.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Is that it? See, I'm thinking this is taken care of.
We gotta go back to do the stuff we added, right,
Yes.
in the beginning.
We done that.
Yeah, we did most of those.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, it was
That
added.
in the-
Yeah, it was
in the-
added throughout the.
Yeah,
I think
Yeah.
we added it
It was
throughout.
so much.
I'm sorry, it was.
Yeah, we
I
got it.
Yeah, we
apologize.
did all that.
It's just a-
Where that Barbara?
all we like is, she done had it, she just was here.
You're good, right?
It's either-
Didn't we
She
get-
didn't want to
It's
speak.
either adjourn or stay another hour. which one you want to do?
I just, if you'll notice on there, tourism has the block party coming up for the kids on August the 21st, 6 to 8. And is there any other business? And at this time, we'll take a motion to adjourn.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor? Motion carried. Thank you.
That's John Lee's.